watched with pride as I stood there in the water up to my chest.
Okay. Another important question is, what about infant baptism? You see, many churches practice the baptism of babies, and still others carry out a baptism of confirmation. What about those acts of baptism? Are they legitimate? That is a ceremony that's intended to be a covenant between parents and God that says we dedicate this child to God and we will raise this child in a Christian teaching so that when they're old enough to make their own personal decision to follow Jesus, they're prepared for that. The custom of confirmation is not something that's actually prescribed by the Bible. It began about 300 years after the Bible was written, and it has just become a tradition of many churches. And many were baptized in that kind of tradition as children or as babies. And we're not actually talking about that kind of baptism today. We're talking about a believer's baptism because most people couldn't tell you about their baptism as an infant or a child. But somewhere in those teen years, they become keenly aware of their need to turn from their old way that was guilty of their sin and be ready to follow Jesus Christ. And when they do that, they are ready for a believer's baptism as the only kind of baptism that's actually described in the Bible. At First Family, we do baby dedications as a wonderful pledge of parents to God as the way they will raise their children. And we take it very seriously. It is a solemn occasion that's open to all parents who are ready to make this covenant with God. We do not baptize anyone who is not old enough to understand or who is not on their own made this very personal and permanent pledge to become a follower of Jesus Christ. But we do carry out many personal baby dedications with parents, and it's a very special covenant worship service.
Didn't see no angels, just a few saints on the shore.